It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Industry news. I hope I got the audio going here. Yeah, I think so. All right, welcome to Travel and Cruise Industry News on Friday, 24th of December. So, it is Christmas Eve. It's also National Eggnog Day. So, I learned as a kid about eggnog. My father used to make it every year with the brandy. And my mother used to always complain that he put too much brandy in the eggnog. But anyway, so be it. That was a annual Christmas tradition in my household as I was growing up. So, all right. I hope all of you have a wonderful Christmas. I'm going to be no show tomorrow, Christmas Day, no show New Year's Day. But I'll be here every other day since then. As we move on into January, the new year, and of course, back to cruising for those of us that have not been on a ship forever, it seems, like me. That's going to all happen in January. Looking forward to that. So, there are a couple of ships that sailed today. From Bayonne, you got Anthem of the Seas sailing. Port Canaveral, you got Independence of the Seas and the Disney Dream. Fort Lauderdale, you've got Celebrity Silhouette and Viking Star. Down in Miami, you got Scarlet Lady, Carnival Conquest, Freedom of the Seas, which I'll be on Freedom of the Seas January 24th. Tampa, you got Brilliance of the Seas, Serenade of the Seas, Galveston, Adventure of the Seas, Carnival Vista. Out in Los Angeles at Long Beach, you got Carnival Panorama. And in San Pedro, you got Navigator of the Seas. Headlines today, all stories we're going to get to eventually. Holiday flights canceled, giving headaches all across the world today. Royal Caribbean closes bookings. 3 ships sailed that are worthy of note that sailed yesterday. Enchantment of the Seas from Baltimore, Norwegian, Pearl from Miami, and the Zuiderdam from San Diego. St. Maarten has voices concerns over Omicron. That and a whole bunch more this morning on Travel and Cruise Industry News. All right. Yesterday, the Mariner of the Sea sailed from Port Canaveral, and our own Katie Kendrick was on it. And, you know, Katie shares some stuff with us. That's her door decoration. And then they went to eat in the buffet and had this Christmas Village decorations in the buffet area on Mariner. So she snapped a couple pictures of that for us. And of course, that's our own Katie. And she's with her buddy Angela. That's her cruising buddy. And they're on Mariner of the Seas for Christmas week. So I've never done a Christmas cruise. So anyway, hope they have a wonderful time. I'm sure they will. They just hadn't been that long ago since they got back from a cruise. So that's pretty awesome too. Carol's with us, Jason's with us, Amy's with us. Hi y'all. I'll get over in the chat room eventually. All right, we do have a couple stories to talk about today. Royal Caribbean International has closed bookings through early January. Now, they're not canceling any cruises, so don't get in a panic over that. They're just not booking anybody else on it. And it's because of the whole uptick in cases with this Omicron variant and the problems that they've had with other ships. So they're going to go with what they've got now, at least up into January, and see. And, you know, it's the same line as they always give. They ensure guests who are already booked that they can enjoy even more space and peace of mind while on board. The message from Royal Caribbean went on to say that no sailings or guests who currently hold reservations have been canceled. When the cruise industry began sailing again after the extended shutdown, each line made it clear they were sailing at reduced capacity, but in the months since, it's been proven that newly developed health and safety protocols have been effective, and the lines started adding more people on. Of course, Carnival led the way on that. Royal Caribbean was a little slower in adding people on, but recently they've been getting their numbers up fairly well. Royal Caribbean CEO Michael Bailey, he's getting ready to retire. He'll be leaving soon. Reported that at least one ship, Freedom of the Sea, was sailing at approximately 85% capacity. And the plan at the time was to have all the fleet ship full capacity by the summer of 2022. But that was before the recent increase in COVID cases and the Omicron variant in particular. Of course, the news from Royal Caribbean ships this week's been awful between Odyssey of the Seas and Symphony of the Seas. A couple of weeks ago, it was Norwegian Breakaway. And consistently in all the cases, the mainstream media, which is now just looking for a reason to pounce on the cruise industry, is pouncing on the cruise industry. They're not getting into the reasons of why or what the protocols and what it does and how they work and are they still working. And yes, they are. And no, I'm not worried at all about going on the cruise. Once I get on the boat, I'll be fine. I'm worried about getting from here to there. Is going to be, I think, the biggest problem for me. So, with them not taking any bookings now, standing put at least up until the middle of January. Then we'll see after that. A lot's going to be on what happens with the numbers worldwide. And right now, the numbers are not looking good, except the indication are that the Omicron, while it is way more contagious, is not near as severe. So that's the helpful bit. But still, people that are overrunning the hospital right now are those that don't have the vaccination. If you get the vaccination and you get boosted, chances are that if you get it, it's going to be really mild. But if you don't have the vaccines and you help to overrun the hospitals, then, that's causing problems for everybody. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, guys. I really don't. I just hope we can continue going. I hope that, like I said yesterday, I blame one passenger on a good bit of the quote unquote, if you want to call it that, outbreak on Odyssey. When they tried to pull the wool over Royal Caribbean's eyes and get on, even though they were sick. They knew it. They knew it going in. So, all right, it's been an eventful year for a lot of the cruise lines. Of course, the big three have been leading the way. The 3 ships that sailed yesterday are worth mentioning again because of where they are or what they do. Enchantment of the Seas, Royal Caribbean, of course, sailed out of Baltimore. That's awesome. Matter of fact, I've been trying to book on that and can't seem to catch a handicap cabin, but I'll get it one of these days. I want to go out. I've never sailed from Baltimore. I love Baltimore. I've been to Baltimore a million times. I've never sailed from there. I want to sail from Baltimore. I'd like to do it on Enchantment, although I could go on Carnival too. We'll see. The Norwegian Pearl is officially back in the cruising game. She set sail from Miami. And out in San Diego, the Zuiderdam, one of my favorite ships, became the second Holland America ship to sail from San Diego, joining. My mind just went totally blank. But anyway, she's the second ship out in California, in San Diego. So, now, with multiple Caribbean islands feeling the effects of low to no tourism over the past 2 years, and just now slowly getting back to some sort of normalcy, the island of St. Maarten in the Caribbean is raising concern over Omicron. And of course, a couple of the islands turned away ships this week. Curacao and Aruba and Bonaire, all three of the ABC islands, turned away 1 or 2 ships because of the number of cases on board. The Port of St. Maarten Chief Executive Officer Alexander Gums said he's concerned with the potential impact the variant could have on the islands. Of course, St. Maarten is one of the busiest ports in the Caribbean. This is a quote. Some cruise lines have already canceled or altered cruises in Europe due to the protocol changes, which unfortunately may spill over to the Caribbean. There's unfortunately the possibility of some voyages in the region being canceled due to the aforementioned circumstances, which would be a snag to the recovery. Any public health protocol changes in other Caribbean destinations and or surge in Omicron that would fall within the cruise ship itinerary could have a negative impact on the entire industry. And I agree. I mean, we're on a very dangerous precipice right now in the cruise world. And I'm just hoping we don't see it going south. So that's where I stand. All right, let's see who's in the chat room. Carol's with us. She says, Merry Christmas. Jason's with us. Pittsburgh, Jason. How you doing, Jason? Merry Christmas to the best YouTuber all time. Thank you, Jason. I'm not sure I deserve that, but anyway, I appreciate the compliment. Amy's with us. She says, Merry Christmas. Jason says, bad stuff going on cruise ships. Yeah, there's some some rough stuff going on right now. There's no way around it. So we'll just have to tread water, play it by ear, make our personal decisions on what we're planning on doing. Jason says, hot air time, you're so funny. Hot air time's up in Pennsylvania. I wonder how hot air time's doing in the colder climates. It gets cold in Pennsylvania. Jack's with us. He says, greeting from Conroe, Texas. 68 degrees. Warmed up a little down there, huh, Jack? All right. Glad to see it getting a little better down there. I am having some difficulty getting air transfers going into Galveston in March. And it's sitting in the holidays. I can't get a hold of my guy at Vacations to Go who actually booked the cruise. Royal Caribbean's Air Sea thing doesn't want to let me do anything, probably because it was booked through Vacations to Go and they're protecting that link. I don't know. But anyway, I'm having some trouble getting flights and transfers. So that's one of the projects for this week. Jason says Royal Caribbean allowing too many people. Well, I mean, they're not allowing as many as a Carnival overall. If they were at 85% on Freedom, that's getting close to filling up. But Carnival had not been that high yet. Kenneth's with us he's up in Pennsylvania. He and Robin are in Pennsylvania. Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope everyone has a great Christmas. Thank you, Kenneth. Jack says, Merry Christmas to all of us. Thanks, Jack. We appreciate that. John's with us up in Minnesota. It's cold up in Minnesota, too. Of course, John has furlong fig leaf that he wears when he goes out and runs around the farm, counting beet plants or whatever beet farmers do. We're going to have another show with John on farming beets. We did one show on a Cruz Amigos show on beet farming, and it was fascinating. So we got to do another show with John on how you produce 8 million pounds of beets. I always thought beets were red. Come to find out, beets are white. They're not red. At least not the beets that John grows. He grows white ones that are used in sugar. So Jason says Carnival's protocols are fine. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm social Caribbeans. It's just that we had a couple bad issues. One caused by a passenger. Cruising Pooh is here. Terrible news on MSC Seashore. Ooh. I didn't see anything on Seashore. Can somebody fill me in on that one? I did not see that this morning, and as I was going through all my news sources. Cruising Pooh says we'll be on Enchantment in April. Good. A number of rooms just opened up on our April 14/8 night, I think, because of cancellations. That could be. Elizabeth's with us down in Cozumel. Merry Christmas from another busy ship day here in Cozumel. Suddenly, some ships are not allowing crew shore leave. Again, no crew from Disney now. Wow, that's they're keeping people from. They're afraid of us. I say us collectively. People on cruise ships of bringing Omicron to the various ports. Jack says it's now 21 days until his Norwegian Bahamas cruise. I can now access reservations portion of my check-in. That's correct. Jason says, right, Royal Caribbean is okay. Carnival's better. Well, you're always going to think Carnival's better. I know. Yeah. I did for years. I mean, I was like you, Jason. I'm strictly Carnival. I'm trying to expand my horizons now. And Carnival won't give me a break traveling solo. And I fuss at them. One of these days I'm gonna find one that's priced right and jump at it. But yeah, we'll see. Jason says Tony from Lolita Loco is spreading misinformation. I'm not sure he's spreading misinformation. Sometimes he emphasizes things that I don't think are that important, but anyway. Amy says, is the seashore where a teenager fell off the balcony of the 8th floor deck and died? Oh, wow. I completely missed that one, folks. Wow, everybody's here. Let's see if I can pull that up. I'd have no problem with that. MSC, where's MSC? There's MSC. Multiple things, nothing on Hive News. Okay, I don't have anything on that, folks. I'm going to have to do some further research on that one for tomorrow because I got nada. It's not showing up in any of my normal places for news. So, but I will check that one out. So, all right, guys, that's going to wrap me up for Christmas. As always, you guys, I appreciate each and every one of you for being with me through thick and thin this past couple years between the variant and then my health issues. And I'm tickled pink that I'm going to be back to somewhat close to normal very soon. Amy says I sent the video to you on private message on Facebook. Okay. Thank you very much, Amy. I appreciate that. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap me up for today. I hope each and every one of you has a wonderful holiday, however you celebrate it. I know everybody has a little different ways of celebrating the holiday, whether it's, depending on one's religious leanings on how you do it and don't do it or whatever. But I just want to wish you all a lovely, lovely holiday. And I will see you Monday for Monday Travel and Cruise Industry News. For now, for today, this is the old fat travel guy. You guys stay safe, stay healthy. Think about cruising. Think about cruising safely. And one of these days, we'll meet on the high seas. You guys have a terrific day. Love you guys. Merry Christmas. Later, y'all.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. Hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chillie's Cruises.